God expects different things of men and women, but not in the way that culture expects. Most people talk about gender as if it's personality. Men are like this, women are like that. But Scripture doesn't do stereotypes. It gives design, not cliches. And the expectations on men and women are actually really simple and really different, but not in the way that people assume. First, the foundation. Men and women hold the same value, the same spirit, the same calling to holiness, obedience, and mission. There is no hierarchy in worth. And the differences aren't about importance. They're about the direction of strength. What God expects of a man. Just a man. Not a husband, not a father, just a man. Men are called to initiate responsibility. When something needs doing, men step towards it, not away from it. Adam's first failure wasn't eating the fruit. It was silence. Biblical masculinity is not noise. It's about responsibility. Men are called to use strength to protect and not to dominate. Strength in Scripture is always used in the terms of service. Strength pointed inward turns into pride. Strength pointed outward turns into protection. Men are called to guard the truth, not because men are smarter, because men are held accountable for stability. Paul repeatedly charges men to hold the line of doctrine, to stay steady, to stay grounded. And men are called to courage, not bravado. And courage is obedience when it costs you. And that is the direction of man's strength. What God expects of a woman. Just a woman, not a wife, not a mother, just a woman. Women are called to strength with gentleness, not weakness, gentleness. Proverbs 31 says she is clothed with strength and dignity. And Peter says that her beauty is her quiet spirit, not silent, but settled. Women carry a strength that doesn't crush, it steadies. Women are called to a wisdom that stabilizes communities. Deborah stabilizes a nation. Abigail stabilizes David. Priscilla stabilizes doctrine. Mary stabilizes the disciples with faith. And women often see what others miss, and that wisdom strengthens the whole body. Women are called to disciple younger women. Titus 2 isn't limiting, it's strategic. Women shape culture through discipleship, and women influence through holiness. This is where 1 Timothy 2, 9-10 comes in. Paul says a woman's adornment, her influence, begins with modesty, self-control, and good works. He's not talking about clothing rules. He's talking about a posture. A woman's power in the kingdom is her holiness, her wisdom, her settled spirit, not her external display. That's the direction of a woman's strength. And before anybody starts ranking these roles, before anybody says, well, that one sounds more important, let me remind you of who we are serving. This is the God who says the first will be last, and the last will be first. In his kingdom, importance isn't measured by visibility. It's measured by obedience. So if one role seems more important to you, that just shows how upside down our thinking is. And the bit that most people miss is that these differences aren't about capability. They're about calling. Men and women can both be bold, gentle, strategic, nurturing, brilliant, creative. Scripture celebrates all of that, but the direction of their strength is different. Men aim their strength outward. Responsibility, protection, courage. And women aim their strength relationally. Wisdom, stability, discipleship. Both reflect God. Both are needed. Neither are superior. And when you understand the design, you stop competing and you can start complementing each other.